Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into some fascinating topics. Discovering the best ways to prevent the spread of diseases caused by microorganisms, like the power of hand washing and sterilization. Exploring the groundbreaking work of modern scientists, including the legendary Louis Pasteur and Alexander Fleming, in identifying and developing cures for diseases. At the end of the video, we've got some fun questions for you to tackle. Test your knowledge before we reveal the answers. It's a great way to reinforce what you've learned and boost your confidence for exams. This is part of our ongoing series on microorganisms, so be sure to check the links in the description for more. Stay tuned as we uncover how we can limit the spread of these tiny organisms that can impact our health. Preventing the spread of diseases caused by microorganisms is essential for maintaining good health. There are several simple and effective methods to achieve this. First, avoid sharing personal items like toothbrushes, socks, towels, and razors to prevent the transfer of germs. Washing hands thoroughly with soap and water, especially before eating, after using the bathroom, and after touching anything dirty, is crucial. Scrub for at least 20 seconds to ensure cleanliness. Washing fruits and vegetables under running water removes any potential germs on their surfaces. When handling bodily fluids such as blood, wearing gloves is necessary to reduce the risk of infection. Covering your mouth and nose with a tissue or your elbow when coughing or sneezing helps contain droplets that may carry harmful microorganisms. Boiling water before use is important to kill any pathogens, particularly if the water's cleanliness is questionable. Cooking food also kills pathogenic microorganisms. Proper refrigeration of food below 4 degrees Celsius slows down germ growth, keeping food safe. Practicing safe sex reduces the risk of sexually transmitted infections. Lastly, staying up to date with vaccinations is one of the best ways to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. By following these tips, you can significantly contribute to keeping yourself and others healthy by minimizing the transmission of harmful microorganisms. In the early 1900s, the average life expectancy of a person was about 47 years. Today, 100 years later, the average life expectancy has increased to around 78 years. The increase in life expectancy is due to the development of vaccines and medicines used to treat diseases. Many diseases which were previously considered incurable are now prevented by vaccinations or cured by using modern medicines. Modern scientists such as Louis Pasteur, Jonas Edward Salk, and Sir Alexander Fleming made critical discoveries that led to new treatments and new ways of preventing infectious diseases. Modern scientists played an important part in the identification and development of drugs for certain illnesses. Louis Pasteur, born in France on December 27, 1822, was a chemist and microbiologist whose groundbreaking work has had a lasting impact on public health. He is best known for developing the pasteurization process, which prevents liquids like milk, beer, and wine from causing illness in humans. Pasteur's research demonstrated that microorganisms growing in these liquids were responsible for spoilage and illness. He invented a process that heats the liquid to kill most of these microorganisms, known today as pasteurization. This method is now routinely used to ensure the safety of various beverages. Louis Pasteur worked on improving disease prevention. Pasteur made significant strides in understanding how diseases are caused. He studied rabies, a deadly disease transmitted by dog bites, and developed the first effective vaccine against it after extensive research and experiments. Pasteur helped uncover the microbial world. He discovered that the air around us is filled with bacteria, which can only be seen under a powerful microscope. These bacteria are responsible for the rapid spoilage of food and milk if not properly preserved. His findings led to the realization that keeping food free of bacteria can significantly extend its shelf life. Pasteur's work has led to improvements in food safety and preservation. Pasteur discovered that heating liquids such as milk to just below boiling point and then quickly cooling them down kills harmful microorganisms. This process, known as pasteurization, prevents spoilage and illness. Pasteurization is now widely used in dairies and the food industry to preserve products like milk, wine, and beer. Pasteur's discoveries led to advancements in food preservation techniques. The process of pasteurization has been applied to various foods, allowing them to be stored for longer periods. Foods such as meat, fish, vegetables, and fruit can now be preserved by cooking them and sealing them in containers, effectively killing bacteria and allowing the food to be stored for extended periods without spoiling. Louis Pasteur's pioneering work laid the foundation for modern microbiology and greatly contributed to public health and food safety. Alexander Fleming was a Scottish biologist born in 1881. He made one of the most important discoveries in medical history, penicillin, the first antibiotic. In September 1928, a former colleague visited Fleming's laboratory to check on his progress. Surrounded by petri dishes, Fleming picked up a few to show his visitor. To his surprise, he noticed something unusual. A green mold was growing on one of the dishes, and the bacteria that had been there previously had disappeared. Fleming isolated a chemical from the fungus that killed the bacteria, naming it penicillin. This was the first antibiotic, a substance that kills bacteria. Penicillin was a groundbreaking discovery because it could inhibit the growth of many harmful bacteria and treat previously incurable diseases. Penicillin works by preventing the cell walls of harmful bacteria from forming, causing the bacteria to die. Since Fleming's discovery, many other antibiotics have been developed, revolutionizing the treatment of bacterial infections. Antibiotics are medications that destroy or slow down the growth of bacteria. Penicillin is just one type of antibiotic. Tetracycline, for example, prevents bacteria from making certain proteins necessary for their growth. It's important to note that antibiotics do not work against viruses, only bacteria. There are no medications that can kill viruses. For viral infections, we rely on our immune system, supported by rest, hydration, and sometimes multivitamins. While vaccines can prevent some viral infections, they are not a cure. Our immune system remains our best defense against viruses. Let us move on and talk about cultural and religious convictions about diseases caused by microorganisms. Before the invention of the microscope and the discovery of microorganisms, different cultures had their own beliefs about the causes of illness. Most cultures attributed diseases to supernatural sources, including witchcraft, demons, or punishment of the gods. Many cultures combined these beliefs in various ways. Some people believed that diseases could be caused by curses pronounced by others. Illness was often seen as punishment from the gods. The presence of evil spirits in a person's life was thought to cause disease. Animals like birds and bats were sometimes blamed for spreading illness. Environmental factors, elements such as the sun, were also believed to cause sickness. Many people relied on witch doctors and traditional healers for treatment. This reliance on traditional beliefs created several problems, including persistent misconceptions about disease origins and treatments. These misconceptions highlight the importance of educating people about the true causes of diseases and effective prevention methods. By dispelling these myths, the spread of diseases can be limited. During the Victorian period, most people believed in this miasmatic theory of disease. According to this theory, diseases were caused by inhaling air contaminated with corrupting matter, such as rotting corpses, exhaled breath from sick individuals, sewage, or any other decaying material. To protect themselves from these supposed miasmas, people would carry small posies of herbs or flowers, known as nosegays. When they encountered a bad smell, they would hold the nosegay under their nose, believing it would protect them from infection. This practice illustrates how deeply rooted misconceptions about disease transmission can influence public health measures. Understanding these historical and cultural beliefs about diseases is crucial for addressing current health challenges. Educating people about the scientific basis of disease prevention can help reduce the prevalence of misconceptions and improve public health outcomes. The knowledge that harmful microorganisms are everywhere has led to a desire to make sure objects we touch are free from diseases. This is especially important for instruments that doctors use on the operating table. This has led to a process known as sterilization. Sterilization is the process of killing all germs, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi, from an object or surface. This can be done using methods such as heat, also known as autoclaving, chemicals, or bleaching, and radiation, which is use of UV light to sterilize an object. As we conclude, please attempt the following questions before the answers pop up. You can pause the video as you go. This is an important step that tests your understanding of the topic. Let us meet again next time as we talk about useful microorganisms. Please check the description for the link. Should you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to email us. Please do not forget to subscribe so that you do not miss our weekly uploads. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.